Yes, people, what's going on? Eagle Talks Football is back with another video. What is going on? This World Cup has been crazy. There has been so many nil-nil draws. This is not normal. There's no way that this is normal, that there's so many nil-nil draws in this World Cup. Now, let me just show you guys. In this World Cup, since it's begun, we have a nil-nil draw with Tunisia and Denmark. We have a nil-nil draw with Mexico and Poland. So that's two. Then we have a nil-nil draw with Morocco and Croatia, which was an entertaining nil-nil. Of course, Germany beat Japan. Japan beat Germany. Costa Rica got slapped by Spain. Unexpected, that one. Honestly, no one expected Spain to beat them that convincingly. Why did I say Arsenal? Canada only lost 1-0 to Belgium, and it was kind of unfair if you ask me. Then you got number four. No, yeah, number four. Uruguay, South Korea is another draw that ends 0-0. That is now the fourth 0-0 draw. And then today, what do we get? We get another 0-0. England, USA. What is going on? There's been now 5 0-0 draws in this tournament. That is crazy to me. Also, Neymar has picked up an injury. Ladies and gentlemen, can Barcelona, uh, what the hell am I talking about Barcelona? Can Brazil win the World Cup without Neymar? Let me know what you guys think. Can they win the World Cup without Neymar? What did you guys think about England USA today also? I thought England USA was underwhelming. I thought USA played better than I expected. And I thought that England were backwards with their tactics, and Gareth Southgate out is trending again for a reason, and he deserves to be trending. Iran beat Wales and showed the world that they're not to be messed with. And the South American team, the Asian teams, this tournament are showing up. The Asian teams are showing up. That's just what's happening. The Asian teams have shown up. Saudi Arabia has shown up. You got the Asian teams like Japan and South Korea showing up. You got friggin' some of the Irans are showing up. They're all showing up. Big up Kieran. Big up Kenny. Big up everyone in the chat. I'm gonna get to you guys in a second. Bice is going to be joining us. We're going to have Gunnar Souls joining us. We're going to have a bunch of the guys joining us as we go through the video. But just to let you guys know, I was away the last couple of days. And I couldn't do content on certain topics. So we're going to now just go through some of those games that before that I missed. So I missed we spoke about that. I missed the Morocco-Croatia game. 0-0 draw. Honestly, not much to be spoken about here. It was an entertaining 0-0 though. Germany, Japan. Wow! Japan did it. Japan pulled off an upset, ladies and gentlemen. No one's seen that coming. Germany lost 2-1 to Japan. And when they lost to Japan, it was a situation where they just couldn't do anything in the second half. And just one ball over the top was getting in on Japan. And the Spain-Costa Rica, guys, this was a demolition job. Look at this. Do you understand how crazy that is? 1,045 passes. That means each person on the pitch pretty much has to do like 90 plus passes in the game. This is mental. That's successful passes too. Honestly, forget about the shots on target. They scored 7 goals with 8 shots on target. Canada, Belgium. Bro, Canada didn't deserve to lose. Canada deserved something from that game. Unfortunately, Alphonso Davies missed a penalty. Belgium got their goal from Michy Batshuayi. And Canada was a better team. We're the much better side. It was weird. Belgium is supposed to be this big giant in Europe. Canada is supposed to be this minnow in North America. And we played like we were the more dominant team. It was weird. It was weird to see. Look at how many shots we had. I remember watching this game and I was like, yo, shit, I wish I could do a video, but I couldn't. And then we go to Granit Xhaka's boys, Switzerland. They did their thing. And you know what? The talking point of the day was that Mbolo didn't celebrate. Why didn't he celebrate? Because his family are from Cameroon and he wanted to show respect to his family and his motherland. That you got to respect that. You got to respect that. Right? I'm going to get to the comments in a section. Let me know what you guys are saying in the chat, people. And then Then you had the Uruguay South Korea game, another dead rubber. But Juan had a great chance to bury it, but he missed. There was one clear cut chance to bury this game, and they missed. South Korea have no shots on target, and Uruguay only have one shot on target. Another nil-nil. This World Cup is being filled with nil-nils. Then you had Brazil beat Serbia 2-0. Joga Bonito, beautiful football from Brazil. And of course, Neymar got injured. We're going to talk about that when the panel come. And Brazil won 2-0 off the back of Richarlison goals. I'm seeing so much people talk about Richarlison Jesus. Well, he can't do it for his club. He might be able to do it for his country. Um, Portugal, Ghana. Let me know what you guys thought about this game. Let me know what you guys thought about this game. But yeah, as the panel get ready, I'm gonna go through some of your comments, see what you guys gotta say. We already got Bice in the house. Big up, Bice. OG in the house saying late night show special again. Big up. Kendon Hall here. Um, yo, can you say something? Let me just see if I can hear you.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, I can hear you. Well, that's weird. Yeah, there's two of them. There was two of them for a second. Another one here saying Southgate out, sack this clown, negative football. I told you guys he's not a good manager. He's a football. He's football. He's too negative. Saka, Sterling, Bellingham, Trippier, Maguire, Kane, all poor today. Uh, Mason Mount is awful today. Bring Poch. Zidane, Ancelotti. Bro, this guy just has the same list for everybody. Big up Tom though every time. John says hi, Egal. Big up to you. Matt Turner is better than Shez. What? What? I don't know if Matt Turner is better than.
Sanchez at Brighton. I mean,
We have to see more from Matt Turner. What are you doing? Why are you saying cry more? I'll get
cry
to you in a
more,
second.
England fans, cry more. I
I'll get to
told
you
you
in a
this would
second.
happen. I told you this would happen. And what did you guys tell me? I'm
What?
delusional. I don't know football. Blah, 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 blah. We can't lose to guys that call it soccer. Fine, it didn't lose. I told you guys anything less than 3 points is a failure. And I told you that would happen. And look at what happened today. Musa, McKennie, Tyler Adams outclassed generational Jude Bellingham, who should have won that award over Gavi, by the way. Apparently, he should have won the award. I didn't see any flashes of that today. Mason Mount, you know what? He looked even worse today. You know why? Because he had to make up for his striker not having a single shot on target. Mason Mount had more shots on target than Harry Kane today. Harry Kane took 2 shots, none on target. A clearance and 2 tackles. Is he playing DM or is he striking? I couldn't tell the difference. I couldn't tell the difference. You see, it, 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 I told you, Igal, you know why I'm so happy? I told, and the England fans were doing a lot of talking. They were saying, oh, we can't do this, da 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 da. It's going to be 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, 15-0. The MLS boys, da da da. That's what I told you. Respect what USA Soccer has been doing. Respect USA Soccer. You're trying to gatekeep the sport, acting like people don't know anything about it, and today you saw why you should never do that. They are taking it, and these kids are all young. It's not just kids, they're young. That means they can only get better. Christian Pulisic, man of the match, on your head tops today.
Why?
Oh,
Why are you getting so passionate when you say you don't support USA? You
no,
support
I
Jamaica.
told you, I'm bringing the USA for this game because I knew the minute the fixture dropped, I said this USA team can get a result from England. I said it could be a draw or a win. They're not getting anything less than a draw. England have never beaten USA in a World Cup in their history, and it's not going to start now. And I told you, I told you the midfield will be unlocked. I told you England's going to be pushed back a lot of the times. I told you that they're going to give the wingers a hard time with that midfield and centre back, whatever defender it is at the time. He's going to have a midfield partner applying pressure on him. You notice how they kept Saka quiet today? He couldn't
Yeah,
get
they did.
anything going. Tyler Adams and whatever defender it was in the area double teaming him at all times. Raheem Sterling couldn't get 3 touches good on the ball before there was 2 players at his feet. They left Harry Kane alone because he's nothing without service. Jude Bellingham was a ghost for the entire
So all
game.
of this, 1 second, everything you're saying is pointing at the manager. It's not pointing at the players having a
It
poor performance.
is. It's a poor performance. You know, the thing was, the first half, I can blame you for not expecting it.
Okay.
I can say you didn't expect it in the first half. Fine. That's when you saw what was happening around the 30 something minute, right? You have to have thought that we need a change at halftime. The only thing that USA didn't were having problem doing is in that final third area, keeping the ball a bit longer, having some control over it. You know what I'm saying? Because they were recycling the ball, but there was never any, like, in front of the 18-yard area, there was never no, like, anybody that's going to make a, you know what I mean? Probably try a shot or try to play a ball over the top. The wingers would have to come in and do that.
Let me ask you a question. If you were to take a if you were to ask everyone who's in the comment section right now one question, what would it be? Because we need to get these guys in the comments engaged. I'm
Okay.
saying to them, who's to blame for today's draw? And to me, there's no question about it. It's on Southgate.
Yeah. My question would be, why do you think that it is okay for you to gatekeep a sport? Because that's what these England fans have been doing for years with these USA. They talked about, oh, USA going to try to score touchdowns. They're going to try to call timeouts. You know, all the stuff that they normally say, God. They're saying that USA is going to call timeouts. USA going to try to get a touchdown. They're going to try to get a slam dunk. Yada, 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 this, that, on the third. I don't want to hear it. You know why? You know why everybody can talk shit before the game? But what happens after the game when you get nothing out of it? Because anything less than 3 points for England today, let's be real, it was a failure. It's a failure. This
Bro,
was supposed to be a guaranteed 3 points for you guys.
100% this was a failure. And people, a failure to hit the like button is also bad too. So hit that like button right now. Before you go anywhere, bro, I'm going to say this. Mason Mount, terrible. But I agree. I agree with everyone in the comment section. Mason Mount was terrible. And it is funny for me to get onto a manager. But when everybody in the team is having a bad game, the team doesn't have an identity, bro. The team doesn't have an identity. The team doesn't have a way to play.
If England
One
had at
second, one
least
second.
two creators on the pitch, it's different.
1 second, Bice. The worst thing about this, the worst thing, Bice, is England used to have an identity. They used to have a way of playing, which was, doesn't matter if they play a big team or a small team, they play three at the back, they're defensive, and they try to counter you, and they try to score, and they try to front track bully against smaller teams. Now, it seems like they're trying to change their ways. They're trying to bring more, they're trying to be more saucy. Guess what happens? It's bringing more else. They seen what happened in the Nations League. Iran scored 2 goals against them. They scored 6 past them. I'm like, you know what? Fair play. I'll give it to them. 6 goals. That's impressive. What do they do now? 0-0. This just proved to me that they're not getting out further than probably the semifinals or quarterfinals. They're not winning this World Cup. This team right now needs to show me a lot more, because you can't lose a World Cup drawing a game versus USA. But what it can show, it can show the flarities and the holes in your squad. And the holes in the squad are not because they're missing pieces to the puzzle. It's because the puzzle and the jigsaw doesn't work. You're trying to put things together, but it doesn't look good. And today was a perfect example of why people are onto Southgate. Now, I am not somebody who's always onto managers, but the reason why I'm onto Southgate is because he's been given a numerous amount of time. The man's been here for how many tournaments? What is it? 8 years? 10 years?
It was at the last World Cup. It's been like
Bro,
six.
it's not the same as a manager. It's not the same as Tuchel, Arteta, Oli. It's not the same situation. I would say it's worse than Oli because
Yeah, if you remember how people speak about Oli, doesn't it sound a lot familiar to how you England fans speak about Gareth Southgate? You,
100%.
you if when you ask them, the players are happier, everybody's getting along well, they're doing this in training. They never mention the football when it was Oli. Oh, when it was Oli, listen, the guys are playing with a smile. He got us the furthest since so and so. He got us this, he got us that. Never about the football. With managers like this, you have to keep it to the football because they are very likable. Media trained, media loves them. They know the right thing to say at all times. They can get the fans. You can cry. You can cry, Kenny. You know why you can cry? Because I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen, bro. I knew. You know, if England put on at least Trent, if
Can you
England
just
took off,
explain to Kenny the
mm.
fact that people ridiculed America before
Oh
this
yeah,
game?
no, bro. It was. Listen, they were disrespectful. That's just what it was. There's trolling people about football, and then there's doing something. They're doing what England's fans been doing to America. Shut up, get out of the sport. You call it soccer. You don't have touchdowns in this. You guys are trying to slam dunk and shoot 3 pointers during the game. All of that, I've heard it all. You guys are going to try to call a timeout. I heard it all. And now I'm here to collect
That's
my,
funny.
my just rewards, bro. Came to collect my, because if England took off Trippier at halftime and put Trent on like they were supposed to, a creator, if England took Bellingham off earlier at halftime and put Phil Foden on and let Mason Mount be an eight like he's supposed to be, and let Rice do like box to box, bro, however, just kind of sit at times, it would look, they would have scored at least 2-3 because they had nobody providing service. The wingers were locked up. Midfield couldn't put a pass together. £150 million valuation for Declan Rice. What did he do today? Nothing. Nothing. Harry Maguire was England's best player in his box and the opponent's box. Look at that.
And you know what? That's England for you, man.
Just came to
Let's
say I told you so.
let me tell you guys this. I personally think the United States plays so direct. England maybe needs to take a book from that. They need to maybe take a note from how direct the United States play, because England are not direct. England kind of try to do the Spain thing where they pass it around, pass, but it doesn't lead them anywhere. It doesn't lead them anywhere. And today's game was boring, lethargic, underwhelming, and it feels like England lost coming out of this game, because it's a W for the United States to get a draw. It's a W for them to get a point. It keeps their hopes alive for the next round. And England could now still potentially finish second because they have 4 points. If somehow Iran gets 6 points and Wales beat what do you call it? The Wales beat England. England's not out, but if Wales batter them, they could be. That's unlikely. But yeah, it's very unlikely. Anyways, right now, I'm not speaking about the fact that they could get knocked out. It's just they need to grow a pair. They really need to grow a pair, and they really need to start playing better. Because what I witnessed was not that good. But yeah, Gunner Souls, what you saying, bro?
Yeah, can you
Technical
guys hear me?
difficulties today. Oh,
Yeah,
by the
man.
way, I can hear you, and we haven't gotten to speak about your boy Gavi and stuff. So we'll go back and speak about Spain later. But for now, what do you think about England?
Yeah, sorry, my camera's off. It just doesn't want to work. I don't know what the problem is, but
No worries, man.
at least you can hear me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in terms of England, I mean, it's an embarrassing, disappointing performance, if I'm going to be completely honest about it, because when you go and beat Iran 6-2, you expect a little bit of potence, you expect a bit of attacking flair. You do expect to come into this game with a bit more about you than what we've shown. We got bullied. Like, let's be absolutely honest. We did not look like a team that wants to win the World Cup. And that's the most disappointing thing, because the one thing I do credit Southgate about is he does have us believing we can do something. But I do think, you know what, like Southgate's the reason we can win the World Cup, but he's also the reason we can lose it. And
Ooh,
I feel like
hard.
for me, that's the conundrum I'm in, because I don't. There's times where I'm like, okay, you know what? You've set the team right and you've done it for tournament football. But then when a change is needed, when you need to stop being arrogant, when you need to stop being sentimental, you can't. Every single person on the timeline was saying the same thing. Trippier and Mount need to come out. Foden needs to come in. White or Trent need to come into this team, and that's not the subs he made. And I'm like, what are you actually doing here? Like, are you watching this game, or are you just naive to think, And that's the reason why there's such a split within the English fans, because on the one hand, I don't think he's as bad as what we've made him to be. But on the other hand, it's when these things happen, he can't change games. He doesn't want to go to plan B. He doesn't want to, you know, express himself and take that big risk in a way. And yeah, man, that game was shouting for substitutions far earlier than he made them. So, it's disappointing, should I say, and a bit embarrassing when a win and you could have rested your entire team against Wales and go into the round of 16 with a fairly fresh 11 who have gone, like, because don't forget, like, Kane's important to Spurs, Saka's important to Arsenal. When you look at Sterling, he plays every game, Mount plays every game. So you've got players there who are so prominent to their club football, and they've been playing 90 minutes pretty much throughout the season to come into the World Cup. They need that break as much as anyone, that even if it's one game off. And we go there and we absolutely fumble the bag. Not even they look better than us, and that shouldn't be the case. I can totally take a good. We battled hard, and they just happened to get something. I can take them kind of losses, but when you fall on your sword and you don't even look convincing, that's the kind of losses that hurt more to me. So they've got a lot to do against Wales to start, getting this crowd behind them again. So.
All right, can you guys hear me? I'm just gonna say this. Big up to
Yeah, I can
everyone.
hear you, bro. I'm just soaking in his tears. It's
Big up
beautiful.
to everyone in the chat. By the way, Gio, I have just refreshed the super chats. By the way, guys, I've been away for the last couple of days because the account got demonetized and it's been remonetized now. So that's why super chats and everything was turned off. But yeah, you can do that now. And also hit that like button, guys. Help a brother out. We got 15 people in the chat right now. There's no reason why we shouldn't have at least 15 likes. But yeah, let's continue. Gunner Souls, that was very passionate. But my final question to you is, where do you think England go from here, and do you think they go anywhere with this manager this tournament?
The verdict's still 50-50. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest with you, right? I know I've given Southgate a lot of heat today, and he deserves it because it's, as much as the team was bad, he had every opportunity to change it to make it right, but he didn't. But the thing is, look, you can say one tournament's a fluke, but when you do it again, and to be fair, under Southgate, our tournament football has actually not been that bad. Like, I mean, a semi-final in the World Cup, yeah, granted, there's context to it. I get it. We played weaker teams, all of this sort of stuff. I get it. But then to go to the Euro final, like, there's got to be some credit given to a manager like that, in my opinion, anyway. From an
It
England
sounds
team.
a lot like what United fans say about Ole.
No. But there's a difference. This is the world stage, though. This is Euros. This isn't, you can just go and buy every talent you want and, build a super team. We're not talking, you've got a select handful of countrymen you can pick from. And to be fair, like, if you look at England expectations, no one really thinks what we've done in the Southgate was even possible. If we're being absolutely honest, who thought we would make the Euros final before the Euros happened? Not many people. So, and then who thought we'd make the World Cup semi-final? Not many people. So I'll give him credit for that. He has outperformed his expectation, granted, against some weaker teams on the process. And that's why I say there's still a 50-50. Argentina don't look, well, they lost. We'll see what they do tomorrow.
What happened against Brazil, Spain, France?
No,
Because Mustafa
100%.
says you
But
guys would
that's
get
the thing.
cooked.
We're not gonna come across all of them. But then if you look at it,
1 second. If you go to the final, you could come against Spain, you could come against France, and you could potentially face Brazil in the final.
that's what I'm saying. But then in a final, it's completely different. The stories turn, the tables turn, because
This
it's a
is
final.
not a
So one of,
Hotspur kit. Come on, respect me, bro. Respect me with that comment. Come on, Thunder Roads. What is this? This is a France kit. Do you not see the 2 stars? Tottenham don't have anything to put a star for. Come on. Anyways, sorry. You got disconnected, bro. I don't know what's going on with your thing today.
yeah, I think I'm trying to fix my camera, but yeah, it doesn't want to work. So it keeps putting me. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, with Southgate, it's his game management more than that, because I feel this is the best squad in terms of unity, in terms of quality. Like, I know we had the golden generation of like Gerrard, Lampard, Rio, Terry, all of that sort of stuff. But this is the first time we've had unity within that squad, where players
but
will
you don't
play
get
for each
you
other.
don't. Roy Keane said it before the game. He's like, he doesn't care about the unity and all that kumbaya,
But you
my
need it
lord.
though.
When
A
are
disorganized
people
team
going to
isn't going to
start?
win.
1 second. Forget about all the kumbaya. When are people going to start winning? Forget kumbayaing and saying this team is a good unit. Bro, Gunnar Souls, if
When that
Arsenal,
manager, in my opinion,
Arsenal,
when
Chelsea,
Southgate
Man
goes,
City,
when Southgate goes, and then we can get someone like a Graham Potter or an Eddie Howen, someone who actually knows game
Hey, bro,
management.
I'll give you Graham Potter in a heartbeat. Don't worry about it.
all
Don't worry about it. Yeah, you
right,
can take him
yo,
now,
guys.
and we'll go back for Tommy T at Chelsea, man. Come on.
Before we move on from England, everyone in the chat right now, throw in your questions. Let us know what you thought about the England game. I'm just gonna say this: Southgate out. Everyone's saying Southgate out at this moment in time. I agree with it because he is going to leave at the end of the tournament anyways. So there's no reason to keep him any longer after this tournament. He's already said he's leaving. Just from now until the end of the tournament, try to find your identity. Try to find what you guys are good at and stick to it. Don't do this thing where when you face lesser opposition, you play well, and when you face tougher opposition, you become a shell of yourselves because you're not going to win. You're not going to win. You need to have a way of playing when you face the big teams or the small teams and get yourself through those games. Because right now, the way they played against USA, it was as if they were going up against a France or a Denmark or Croatia, where even against Croatia in that tournament, when was it? The World Cup? They
Yeah,
played better than they did today.
yeah, but I don't want the focus to be just on Southgate and England underperforming. Give USA their credit, man. Those players played the game of their lives today, and they were unfairly done. They should have won that game. One, if they, I honestly believe, because I don't know what their manager has against Gio Reyna, and he might say it's a fitness thing. However, he can play more than just 7-8 minutes, man. If Gio Reyna came on in the 70-something minute and they had a competent 10 in front of that box with those wingers not having to come in as much, they get a goal. He's that good. He's that creative. He's that special. Tyler Adams was doing lockdown work. He had to do lockdown work and get the play started. Look how fast they moved the ball once they got it back. You're saying we say it was counter-attacking, but they made the right decisions with that ball when they got it. It never stuck to one person. That's one. It was always moving forward. Two, whenever they got to the USA's final third, England's final third, they kept possession well. They tried the shot. They took the shots that they think they should have took, and whenever a rebound came, they were quick onto it as well. Those guys played excellent when Musa, who plays for Valencia, McKinney plays for Juventus, Tyler Adams of Leeds. Beautiful job today. And a tactical masterclass from Greg Berhalter, USA's manager.
All right, so we got OG in the house. OG, before we go, do you have anything to say about England?
Boy, man, I thought Chelsea was missing the injured players. It seems they needed a few, like they needed Reece James, a man like that, man. I mean, I didn't honestly. Their defense, man, their defense wasn't. It's good right now for defending, but they have no attacking impetus. Like Trippier is not Reece James, Trent is not there. Maguire and Stones love passing it back and forth, like it's pinball, like.
Hey, yo, big up Gio in the chat. Big up Gio in the chat saying, big up Egal, where's the link? Bro, check your DMs. I sent it to you in your DMs. Check your DMs, bro. I sent it to you. Oh, shit. Did I not send it to you? I sent it to you right now. There you go. I sent you the link, bro. My man's an American. He lives in LA. He woke up early for this game. He's definitely loving his life. But yo, Gunner Souls, I promise you, we're gonna go to your boys in Spain. We gotta give you your chance to vent and say stuff. But yo, some of the disrespect I've been hearing about Spain before the tournament, like I'm impressed. USA impressed me. Wales are dead, ladies and gentlemen. Can we just mention them quickly while we're waiting for Gio? Wales are
These guys are
finished.
terrible.
They are finished.
They are terrible. If it wasn't for Zimmerman doing that dumb foul on, I promise you, USA would have been on 4 points by now. 4.
Bro, what
going
the
through.
hell was Wayne Hennessy doing? Why is his knee in the guy's head?
He thinks it's UFC.
No. There's a bigger question to be asked here. This is now the second game Iran have had a concussion or like a head injury. Flip it out, bro. Like the first one was a goalkeeper getting kneed in the nose. Now is this. But what do they have with Iranian heads, bro? Like, well, why do
No,
they keep taking them
they,
off?
they, they landed they landed very awkwardly, man.
Yeah.
And they're getting hit. So they're trying to
Bro.
play this physical brand of football, but that's not them, man. That's
Bro,
not them.
No,
Can I
but
tell
you
you
know
guys
what it is,
something?
though? I'm gonna be
Listen to
honest. Yeah,
this.
Iranians are being so underrated and disrespected just because England beat them 6-2. Because
Facts.
I've said it, like that was a fluke result in my opinion. A good result, obviously, but they're not that bad. They're a good team.
Big up
So
Gio.
you know, like, and we've seen it. I know it's Wales, and like you can't take too much away from that. But I feel like they can give America a game. You know.
Let me just say this, Gio, love and respect
Big
you,
up.
bro. You're one of my members on my channel, long time subscriber. Big up to you. He's a USA fan. He lives in the United States. He's an AC Milan fan. His boy Liao scored a goal the other day too. You must be buzzing this tournament, man.
Yo, what's up, Gal, man? Before everybody goes, man, like and subscribe to the channel. Gal, he's a good dude, so he deserves all the plaudits. You know, hopefully at the Football Content Awards, he takes a trophy next year. And shout out Bias, you know, out there in Atlanta, man. You know, we do Magic City out there, you know. You been in Magic, Bias?
Yes, sir.
The wings are excellent out there, but regardless of whatever, man, I just want to give a shout out to Tyler Adams. He bossed Soggy Rice and generational Bellingham. Where were you at? Generational? Oh, you tapped out. They took you out. Oh, okay. But at the end of the day, man, I just want to say, like, shout out to Gal. Let the channel grow. I like Bice. I like the top 6 show that you guys have, and man, shout out. And hopefully Canada gets the dub, man. I was so disappointed. I got so many Canadian friends, man. I was so disappointed that they should have mollywopped Belgium. You know, that guy, TJ Buchanan, he's different breed. I think a Premier League team is going to buy him soon. TJ Buchanan, he was all over the pitch. He could play left wing, right wing, middle, and everything, and he comes back to defense. But shout out to everybody here and stuff like that. It just sucks that we don't have a striker as a U.S. team, but to me, Tyler Adams has arrived, and whoever gets him
You got
in the
Pulisic.
Premier League, Pulisic, we're not gonna, no. Pulisic, he's dead now, man. We got
Ayo, you
Ericsson.
can't be talking about LeBron James or football like that.
Nah, listen to what he's about to
I'm
say,
gonna
though.
talk about
No.
James of
Take him
football
in,
like
though. Take in what he's about to say. We got Ericsson. That's what he said.
Look, Aronson is a great white hope. That's it.
USA fans are waking up to Aronson.
And then Tyler Adams, he's different breed. You saw what he did. He turned in Rice to the Soggy Rice, and he turned in Bellingham. He tapped out. He said, "I don't want him no more, Southgate. I don't want him no more. He's schooling me by himself and stuff like that." Jude Bellingham, 150 million for Rice. Y'all might have to think about that.
Nah.
I love this guy. Yo, big up Gio, man. Big up Gio.
Big up, bro. Come with the fire.
We were just moving on from the USA game, and we're gonna be talking about the Wales game. And I was just saying how, like, Iran. Did you guys know? Let me tell you guys the rankings. England's ranked 5th in the world. Guess where USA is ranked 12. What is it? 15th. Then you have 19th is Wales, and 20th is Iran. Iran is only ranked like 4 spots away from USA, and only like, what is it, 1 spot away from Wales. This whole ranking thing is BS. They don't know how good these teams actually are.
Nah, man, Iran are disrespected. That's all I'm saying.
Iran are gonna go through. They're gonna go through in this group.
Won the Asian.
Are you Iranian, bro? Are you Iranian doing the songs?
No.
No,
One
no,
second.
no.
Yeah, Gunnar Solskjaer rating. But
Big up, yes,
that's what I'm saying.
One second. Who goes through? USA or Iran?
Hey, listen.
USA.
It all depends on that game. I have USA winning. And it's gonna be amazing. I need England to probably lose to Wales as well, so they don't go through.
Okay, let me know, people in the chat.
I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna say USA, England gonna go through, Arsenal gonna win the Prem, and Milan gonna win Serie A, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
Ciao, everybody.
My guy, bro. Big up, Gio. Yo, Gio.
Bless up, man.
Before you
Peace out,
go,
man. Peace out, my G.
yo, Gio, if you're watching this back, next time don't super chat. Throw some membership chats. Help get some get more help. Get some more memberships in the channel, bro. Appreciate it.
Well,
But
gift,
yeah,
gift.
yes, sir. What are you saying? USA or Iran? Who's gonna finish higher? I mean, who's gonna get out the group?
I mean, it's tough. USA can't score goals, man. That's just the honest truth, guys. Like, so I don't know how they're gonna score a goal. They haven't scored a single. They scored one goal and this entire campaign, and I don't. Iran is not a bad team. I mean, I understand they got beaten 6-2 by England, but I mean, they're not a bad team, and I don't know. It's tricky, and that's the frustrating thing about this whole United States situation they're in now is they should have had 6 points, in my honest opinion. I thought they were better than England, and I thought they were head over heels. I thought they're superior, way superior against Wales. So at minimum they should have had 4 points, but now they only have two. So, I don't know. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I cannot even predict that. So, as much as I want United States to come out, Iran is not a bad team. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and they have the advantage. They have 3 points. All they need is a draw. United States needs to win this, so it's up in the air.
Okay, it's up in the air. Guys, I'm just gonna move away from the England USA game. We've spent a lot of time on it. Iran Wales. I don't think there's too much more talking points besides Wales.
You guys, let me ask you a question real quick. Did you guys have a chance to talk about how abysmal Mason Mount is?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
here we
did.
go.
Yeah, we did.
That's what Terry tweeted, you know. He's like, Mount, shocking. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
relax.
Mount was bad though. Mount
Was it even
terrible.
that bad? Like, it's not like he missed a sitter or something.
No, bro. In that 10 role, he is supposed to be like something of a link between
He's meant
the
to be
midfield
creating
and the
attacks,
attack.
not killing them. Come on. Let's be absolutely honest. He was dreadful.
OG, are you want to listen? The whole team was bad. Mason Mount was one of the
Yeah,
players. That was bad.
exactly.
Mason Mount was
No,
one of the
but he's
players
the
that was
reason
bad.
the team was
But
bad.
you know what's
He's
funny
like,
is, yeah?
I'm running this.
You know what's funny?
Let's
The
have it.
closest chance was probably Mason Mount's chant, like from outside the box.
No, the closest
You
chance
know-
is the one that Saka squared off to Kane.
And here's the issue, guys. Like, my
Yeah.
brother is a Chelsea fan. And I don't know what it is about Chelsea fans, but you guys love Mason Mount. But you guys can never tell us what he does.
That's not true. That's not true.
Well,
If
what
you
did
sit down
he-
and speak to
what
Chelsea
did-
fans, almost none of them like Mason Mount.
But what did he? What did he bring to the England team today? Nothing. He was playing as a number 10 role. Did not create anything.
He
Man,
brings
Harry Kane had to
look,
go so deep to play his role, to play Mason Mount role. So come on, bro. Like, guys, I don't know.
I'm not going to lie yet. Just to end all of this conversation, I need Foden to play against Wales.
Ooh.
Watch that man.
Yeah, but
watch that
Foden should have
man
just come on
run.
today.
Show
Foden
him
should have
out
come on
yet
today.
how a number 10 plays.
Bruv, listen, yeah, Southgate's an idiot as well, man. Like,
Mason
you know what
Mount
though,
was
yeah, it's
shocking.
most managers are, yeah.
Foden
For
as
some
well.
reason, look, this is the logic here. You're having a bad 45 minutes. So if you had a bad 45 minutes, not only are you playing bad, you're also tired after 45 minutes. All right, cool. You have half time. You you get your shit together again. You come out. All right. Let's just say you have another bad 20 minutes. Surely that means, all right, he's had a bad 65 minutes and he's tired. Why would you not sub that guy? Like, look at Richarlison yesterday. He didn't do. He's doing okay. It's a bit. Give him another 20 minutes. He scored within that 20-minute time frame. He scored 62nd minute and 67th minute. Like, if he didn't score in his 70th minute, sub people. What's the point of bringing on these subs with 7 minutes to go, with 10 minutes to go? It's ridiculous. Like, they should have subbed Mount and other players on the 65th and 70th minute. And that way, at least I could see, all right, Mount for Foden. Foden done this when he came on. So he is better. But they didn't even give us, but it's Southgate as well. But obviously, Mount played bad. Everyone played bad. I'm not even defending Mount, bro. All I'm saying, the Bear's good looking. He's signing contracts left, right, and center. He's worth so much money outside the football pitch. It's crazy. It's crazy how much he's worth outside. And now he's gonna get a 300k contract. It's not fair.
300K.
He's gonna get the 300K.
Yeah, 68, 300k, and then he wants
Is
bonuses on top
that
of that.
300,000 great British pounds?
300,000, not Doru, Great British, not the Queen, the King's pound.
Not the Pakistani rupees.
One second.
No, I thought it was Rupiah
Genuinely,
dirhams.
Genuinely, everyone just throw a dub in the chat for Mason Mount because the man is robbing Chelsea. Like the guy
Robin.
the guy is
Legit.
robbing
Yeah.
Chelsea. Everyone
How
should
do
Robin
I,
rob
was
him.
the
how
Batman.
do I
That
apply
guy,
for this job?
he's securing the bag off the back of Johnny Prop. He's securing the bag. Big up to him. He's securing the bag, bro. Bowley is about to give him the Brinks truck. But yo, let's just move away from England for a second. We spoke about Wales, Iran. I just want to say the last dance didn't go well for Wales. They still have a chance. They still have a chance. They need to win the last game. They're facing England. It's going to be very tough for them to win because they don't look like they're going to score a goal. Wales' tactics are so bad. You guys are speaking about tactics. Wales' tactics are disgusting. They don't play football. They're the terrorist of all terrorists.
Can I make one point though?
Yeah.
If it was like the England game and there was only 4 minutes of added time, it would have ended 0-0.
What?
Yeah, but the timing was wrong though.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if this was the last tournament, the last tournament, if someone got an injury for even 15 minutes, they'll still only add 5 minutes max. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so
Nowadays,
you're
they
blaming the
literally
wrong.
extra
add
time.
all the minutes
This is
on.
wrong.
So you're blaming
No.
the extra time.
I'm just saying, if this was any other tournament at any other time, they might have got away with a 0-0 draw, even though it wasn't deserved. It's mad that they added so much extra time now.
I like it, man. This is why I like
I
it.
do.
Yeah, but they have to do it
You're
universally. If you don't do it universally, it's like, oh yeah, I
They
forgot
have
that
been.
rule.
No, no, no.
Well,
It
they
has-
added
it
what?
has got
The
to have
average
it.
time in the Premier League is 5 minutes. I know it's up 2 minutes, but it's nothing special. It's not like this tournament where the average time is double digits now. The average time added is
No, no,
10
but
minutes.
that's what I'm
Australia is
saying.
9
This
minutes.
tournament's
Failed
calm
football,
because
let's
they've done it in every game this tournament. So that's calm.
It's
As long
mad,
as the
isn't it?
tournament consistent, it's fine.
Not today,
Because
though. Today they added
do
1
it like
minute and then
in
4
one Premier
minutes.
League game and then they do it in one champion, then it's different, isn't it? But if they do it
Yeah,
across the
innit?
tournament, it's all fine for me.
Bruv, but 10 minutes and 12 minutes.
Yeah, but there's a concussion in it. That's not unfair on Iran. Then, like the Iran lose out on time or Wales lose out on time for some man getting injured. What do you want the man to do? Just pick
I
him
mean,
up and
bro,
dash
that
him?
used to be
Like,
half of
fuck it,
Mourinho's
what's my guy?
tactics.
I got a goal
Mourinho's
to score.
tactics, man. Kill
No,
time.
you know what? Yeah, like this is what I'm gonna start encouraging my players to do. If they got a concussion, pick that player up and dash him off the pitch and go, let's play because I need to score my goal. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Let's shift gears quickly to Qatar Senegal. I expected Qatar to lose this game. I expected Qatar to go out, but now they are actually the worst host team.
nah,
to
they
perform.
scored. They scored.
They
That's
scored.
a big dub.
They
That's a big
scored.
dub.
Listen, throw W in the chat for Qatar for scoring a goal, but they still lost both their games. And
Hey,
they're now,
Mendy and Koulibaly, right? They conceded to Qatar. How bad can you be?
No, I wouldn't
it
even
was a nice
blame
header.
Mendy for that one.
One
I wouldn't even
second,
blame
I
I
Mendy.
don't
Last
care.
game.
One second.
Them two players conceded to Qatar. bro.
1 second, bro.
Qatar.
Let me land. Qatar are still the worst hosts ever. They're eliminated after 2 games, no wins, and even South Africa got a result. So
Yeah, they beat Iran.
if they don't get a result versus Netherlands, basically they will now be the worst ever host based on sporting performance. And when you have other South American when you have other Asian teams around you like Iran, Saudi Arabia, you have South Korea, and
Japan.
Japan performing,
Funny though.
and the host can't even perform. This is concerning.
Do you know what's fun about Qatar, right? The funny thing is Qatar. I think they have the most nationalized players. I think where they nationalized it just for the team. So like they had a guy named Pedro or something. I mean, let's be honest. Like, I mean, he's apparently he's
Pedro Miguel.
yeah. So like that's one. The second thing is they just to prepare for this World Cup. They didn't play any of their games in terms of the Qatari league. They shut down the Qatari league just to prepare for this World Cup. So for the last couple, I think this whole season, probably the four months, they've been playing together. They've been training. They've been playing what you call it, our friendly, just to prepare for this, and they couldn't win a game. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
They done well before
No,
the tournament.
What?
They
Well,
done
yeah,
really
they
good.
they won
they
the
were
Asian
good.
the Asian
The
Cup.
draw. The
Yeah,
draw
everyone
felt
was
like
going
a
on
win.
about them.
The draw felt like a win. Everyone is washed. What is it?
America. He's American.
Oh, he's American. Yeah, definitely. Bro, Afro Thunder, do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Haven't seen you here before, but shout out to you, my guy. Let's just quickly come back to everyone who's watching right now. We're discussing the Qatar Senegal game. I feel like there's not too many talking points on the Qatar side because yes, they scored a goal. Yes, they're the worst host nation. Senegal, no Mane, could get out the group. Are you guys surprised or you expected them to get out the group?
No, they won't get out the group.
They won't?
Nope.
So who's gonna get out the group? What do you call it? Ecuador and Netherlands.
Yeah.
You think Ecuador is that good?
I think they're the best team in the group. Ecuador is fun. Ecuador has.
Take, that's a hot take.
Nah, bro. Like Ecuador is, bro. Whoever they played. So A and B play against each other. So the first person that the number one spot of A plays a runner up of B, and vice versa. So, bro, so that means that England and whoever qualifies from that group is going to end up playing Ecuador, and I can see Ecuador going to the quarters, bro.
Let me know, people in the chat. Do you think Ecuador or Senegal, who's going to go through, or could Netherlands still not go through? Is that possible?
No, they play Qatar, bro. So they're going to beat Qatar.
Yeah. So
but then have you guys watched the Ecuador and the Dutch the Netherlands game?
Bro, it was
I
a
watched
1-1.
Bro, the Dutch got dominated. They got
dominated. I seen that. The way I was watching the game I was listening to a commentary and I was watching it when I got back home. But when I was listening to a commentary, they just kept mentioning the fact that the Dutch scored on their like a counterattack and that it was like their only shot, and then the Ecuador guys, they just kept creating chance after chance after chance. It seemed like it was like Canada Belgium almost similar situation where Ecuador had all the shots, everything else, and I think AFC James, I don't know if you guys follow him, but he tweeted out the actual what it looked like. It was mental. It was actually crazy. Let me try to find it.
No, Ecuador are dangerous, man. I'm telling you guys, Ecuador are dangerous.
Yo, Gal, you know you gave me Ecuador in the sweepstakes. If Ecuador win it, you better give me that prize because that's like a dark horse, bro.
The prize is to be determined. Don't worry. By the way, when do you come back? I still need to confirm if you're gonna get me the kits or not.
Yeah, I'll put up my alarm actually. I'm gonna check the market tomorrow when I'm going to marketplace in Tangiers. I'm back on the 30th, bro. So
message me.
So tomorrow is Tangiers Day, man. I'll message you, man. Do a little FaceTime or something.
100%. What do you call it? We got to talk about this guy, Ecuador's Enel Valencia. He's injured, by the way. He's not going to play the final game. That's a big blow. He is injured. He's now going to miss their final game. But the man has now scored 3 World Cup goals. He's tied for the Golden Boot at this moment. I think he's the leader right now for the Golden Boot. And when it comes to that, this guy right here, he's now scored 6.
Damn.
The last 6 goals scored for his country in the World Cup, he has scored.
How many games is he injured for?
He's injured for the last game.
Good. Just one game. But we got a future Chelsea player there as well, Casado.
Casado.
Oh, what's Casado? No, everyone's claiming this guy now. You know,
everyone wants Casado. Liverpool fans.
Listen, Brighton have first dibs. Chelsea have first dibs when it comes to Brighton, boys.
Yo, listen. You guys probably know this. Man United could have signed this guy for $5 million, bro, and we said we're good. We are good.
Oh yeah, in the summer.
No, it was January. It was 2 Januaries ago. He was a big Man United fan, and his agent wanted him to get out of I forgot what club he was playing for, but it was legit. It was like this. You can look it up on Twitter. Fabricio has it on his tweets, where it was in Man United's in hands, like if they wanted to trigger that, pay $5 million, just $5 million for him, and we said we are good. We don't need. We have ballers.
No, but we know in it. Like if the release clause was 500 million, then it would be triggered. 5
yeah,
million.
100%. Oh yeah, 5 million.
No. They'd have an investigation done into them. 5 million. They can't be doing that, bro. That's too little.
You know what? While we're talking about transfers, let's just go to the Netherlands Ecuador game quickly, and let's talk about a player who's actually linked to Manchester United, Gakpo, who's been performing
Oi.
outstandingly well. He is now pretty much ready to go to United. Uh, it looks like the deal is going to happen. It's just a situation where they're waiting to find out how much they're going to spend because his price is
I
going
like
up.
him.
His
I
price is
like
going up
him.
every game he scores, bro.
No,
You
I
guys
like
can't
him.
afford him.
But the thing is, the manager wants him though. Manager wanted him in the summer as well. So it's. I mean, we're losing. We lost strikers, so we need someone to fill in that position. And it would be good to have him. And he's young. That's one thing I like about him. Like,
Is he?
yeah, I think it's like 22, 23, I believe. It's somewhere around there.
Cody
Uh,
Gakpo is 24, I thought. Is 24 young? Oh, no, he's
No, he's
23. You're right.
23.
He's
yeah.
23.
So I mean, it's room for improvement, and you want players that can improve. That's the whole point. You don't want. I feel like with United, especially with United, we need to look more towards that. Trying to fill the Arsenal model. Buy players at 22, 23 years old, and they grow into bigger and better things.
Nah, I know, but it's gonna be patience, and I don't know if United have patience. Anyways, Gakpo has been linked to Arsenal plenty of times, and Gunnar Solskjaer has been a big skeptic of Gakpo. Why is that, bro?
I said I wanted him. I never said I didn't want him.
Okay, what'd you say?
What the hell? Well, when did I become a skeptic? And now I've said I like him. I think he's a solid player. I think he gets disrespected because people have seen a few Europa League games against Arsenal and said, "Oh, what did he do?" And yeah, truthfully, yeah, he wasn't the best player out of the two, games that were played. There were other standout performers, but overall, when you look at his game and what you need sometimes, even as a plan B or a certain option, he's exactly what you want in your team. He's a lethal. He's clinical. When he's in front of goal, you give him chances and you can feed him, which is why I said there's certain teams, if he comes to, you'll start to see the impact he can make. Now, when you look at the Netherlands, look at how many chances he actually gets. Every time he gets a chance, he does put it away. So that, if you can combine him into a team that creates a high volume of good chances, he's putting them away. He's that kind of golden boot type striker. If you really coach him and really train him, he can become one of the world's most lethal strikers. So, and that's how I see him. I don't see him as a versatile forward anymore because at first I did think, yeah, you can play him on the wing, but I feel like he'd be ineffective. And he's more of for me, a central nine now. And I quite like what he can bring. He's aerially good. He's physically good as well. He's got a bit about him in tight spaces. He's not the best, but he can get out of them. So he's one of those unique types where he's a hybrid of what you want to play, but he's not sort of an agile like a Jesus. He can't dribble like a Jesus, but he's a bit more stiff. But he's got a bit of flair to him. So I like everything he offers. He's a set piece for a threat as well. He's got a very Ronaldo-esque, but he can also curl it in as well. You see, he's that complete player for me.
Let me just show you
If it
this.
was up to me, I'd bring him in as an option for us.
Okay, so yeah, this is the actual shot chart. Ecuador on this side, Netherlands on this side. They had 2 shots. Ecuador
Jeez.
had like 20, and their goal was their goal
You
was
that
15.
what's shocking though. Like when you watch
And
the game,
look at the XG.
Damn.
can you look at the possession?
The possession.
What was the
Oh yeah, Netherlands won possession.
That,
you
that's
know you
that's
know
expected.
but
Where's the
the thing
possession?
is like
Oh, it's right
the
here.
thing
Look,
from yeah
Netherlands won possession. There. Where is
yeah
it?
was it
Where is it?
Oh no, it's a bit forward, but then on the left hand side,
I don't see it.
it was like a little pie chart thingy.
This thing is
yeah,
mad.
go yeah
There it
right
is. There.
there.
Oh, there it is, right?
But then it's like you expected. I don't know. It's for
So
me.
close.
No, but the
I
way the
expected a
Dutch
little
play
bit more.
football is it is a possession style football.
But
But
they're
then for me,
outpossessing them. But they're still getting peppered. Like, look at that. That don't make
No.
sense.
Look,
Give 15
that's
shots.
no. But that's expected to happen if you don't do anything with that possession. If you're just gonna keep passing it around, holding the ball, retaining it, but not being penetrant, going into it, then or being a bit more direct. Because every time Ecuador played, guess what they did? They attacked. So what's gonna happen when you attack and just play direct football? You're gonna
Bro,
get more shots.
basically,
But
Gakpo scored, and then Netherlands turned into Italy. That's what it is.
yeah,
But here's the thing though, like because like I remember watching especially during the second half, towards like about when it was about the 65th to 70th minute, bro. The guys, the Dutch
Night Rider.
they couldn't pass the
Alien.
ball to each other. They couldn't pass the ball to each other. For me, I'm very worried about this Dutch team because I don't like the players that I see on the pitch. When you're playing Dumfries and Daley Blind as wing backs, when you have Malasia and was it Franco on the bench, where you have younger, more energized that could go up and down, and
they
then like
have Karsdorp as well, who's been quality.
yeah,
I
so
don't.
it's for me, it's like I just and one thing I'll say that's a positive is, guys, there's a player that they play there's a player that has changed my mind on him. Like I didn't think it was that good, but then I'm like I really rate him now is Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake, bro, like sometimes we don't appreciate how much the players improve. This guy is a baller. I
Yeah.
really like Nathan Ake. He's a baller, man. The guy, the way he reads the game, the guy, he's strong. The guy's a complete defender now. Like he's very good. So
But you know what though? There's a conversation needed to be had about this little centre back that's now washed. Finished.
speak on it.
He's not
Johnny
Speak on
little.
it.
Benito. Yeah, they compared him to the greats of the Premier League. For
Speak on
what?
it.
For
Speak
what?
on it.
Talk
They said
about
he
Man
was
Van Dyke,
gave,
saving
bro.
himself.
Get
man
the
gave,
hammer down. Van
man
Dyke
gave
is
three,
twerking
man
for
gave
niggas.
3 good seasons, and he became the greatest centre back in the Premier League, according to some. 3 it took. But these men who have been doing it for 10, like nearly a decade, yeah, of winning Premier Leagues, winning Champions League, like Real Ferdinand, the likes of Vidic, the likes of John Terry's, yeah, these men disregarded because this guy could play the football. He could play a long pass or because he's an older defender. Like Hussam says, Hussam's a funny guy, man. The guy goes, his perfume put them off. I was like, you know what? That's exactly what he's doing. Man doesn't tackle, man doesn't defend. He's a defender that doesn't defend. The hell? Well, what do you do with that? That's useless. He's
Like how
finished,
how
man. I don't care.
that
Finito.
goal, but that goal
Embarrassing.
he just washed.
No,
He
no, no,
just
no.
washed.
Like whether the goals are his fault or not, if you look at the way the man doesn't defend, he
Yeah, he
doesn't
doesn't.
engage, he doesn't do
Yeah.
He backed
anything.
off. He backed off. Watched the man literally take a shot, and then the rebound was the goal scored. And he's like, "Oh, offside, offside." The bro, you're
What the
right.
fuck? You're on the goal line. How can you be offside at this point? You're just backing away. You're giving them the onside here. Like
And they were
the
telling
guy.
us he was saving himself for the World Cup, guys. That's what they were telling us.
They were saying that.
They
So
were
so
saying that.
if that's his levels, brother, like man's done in it. He's finished.
Yeah.
It could be. Could be.
I mean,
I'm
you
telling
know,
you, he's
yeah,
finished. He's finished. He's done. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say it now. That ACL has ruined his mentality. I'm gonna say
yeah.
it because I feel he's too scared to engage now. He's way too. He looks timid. Do you know? Like I actually rated him because I felt like you know what? He was one of the bravest defenders. Hence why I said, you know what? The shots for the best Premier League centre back could be a case. But now, yeah, like bar my language, yeah, but the man's a pussy now. Like you can bully him, you can do whatever you want because he's not gonna engage. So if you can get like a physical striker against him and someone who's gonna put their weight on him, he's not gonna do anything because he's gonna be too scared for a physical fight now.
Wow. People, let me know. Is Virgil van Dijk finished?
You know,
Wow.
I do agree with Gunnar Saul. I rated this guy highly. Like when people are saying like best defender of all time in the Premier League era, whatever. I was like, you know what? I was here for it, bro. I was
Yeah.
actually, but it's like Gunnar Saul said, like defend, bro. When I want my defenders when they need it to defend. And that's the thing that annoys about Van Dijk. When you need him to defend, he like especially this season, he's not defending. He's not. So I don't know.
It is what it is. People in the chat, we're gonna now move on to the predictions. These are the games. You got yourself. I'm gonna give each person one game. Who wants to? Obviously, Souls is gonna talk about Argentina, Mexico. I can speak about France, Denmark. Yes, sir. Which game do you want?
I speak on Saudi and Poland.
And my guy OG, you'll speak
By
about Australia,
default.
Tunisia. Yeah, take it away. Australia, Tunisia. What are you saying?
Yeah, Tunisia, man. Obviously, they're falling in my side, man. Morocco knows Tunisia very well. We've been doing this game with them for years. I mean, they used to have a little trick where they used to bring in South American players and give them citizenship. That's out the bag now. And honestly, I was shocked that Tunisia even qualified for this World Cup. They did have an easy group out of the Africans, but they're not a bad side. However, I don't see them getting goals. Out of all the teams they're playing, it's Australia. The other team that I know a lot of Australian fans, and almost all the groups I'm in, I've got a few Australian Chelsea fans here and there. Big up Matt, big up Declan, you know what I'm saying? Big up Aussie Gunnar Steve. I got a few more, yeah, but Australia, from what I've been hearing, no one's happy about this team. No one rates them. A lot of them still talk about their past legends. So from I don't know, the fact that they got one goal against France and they celebrated as if they scored the golden goal in the finals, like I see this game being a draw. I don't know, man. I don't know. Tunisia have just always been lackluster. I see 2-0 in the comments, bro. You rate Tunisia highly. I mean, could you even name me one of their players?
Hannibal Maghrib.
You had to say the Hannibal, the legendary name, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah, bro.
they always get one over on us. But I see this game being a draw, and I can see Australia actually being happy with a draw. Both those teams are not qualifying, sadly. I see Denmark and France just going through. And yeah, that last game against Denmark, I think that was like the first boring game of the World Cup. I remember watching it, I was thinking, rah, how Denmark drawing against
that game was not that boring. Did you watch some of the other nil-nils? Did you watch today, England,
Mexico,
USA?
Poland? I watched that one. Yeah, and I was like, okay, Alvarez isn't all that. Lewandowski probably is washed at this old age. And the goalkeeper, Ocha, it's like his 4th or 5th World Cup. That was a boring game, but I'll say that for later, whoever's doing Mexico. But personally, I think Tunisia will draw against Australia, and that will more or less seal both their fates of being out of that group.
Tunisia had a chance, though. Tunisia had a chance to get out of the group, though. Like, if they beat... Huh?
How?
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, everyone let me know their predictions for Tunisia, Australia also. That's how we're going to do it. So he's giving the intro, and then you guys give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I give it a nil, by the way. So from that, what was your point? You said Tunisia's going to score 1-0, basically.
I think Tunisia's going to win 1-0, guys. Yeah. I think, and that's going to make this group insane. Because here's the thing, that Tunisia drew with Denmark 0-0, which means they're both on 1 point. Denmark plays France. So there's a chance that Denmark could be on 1 point when coming down to that last game. So that's why I see Tunisia. I think Tunisia knows that. And I think Tunisia hoping that France takes care of work at Denmark. And I think Tunisia could do something against Australia. I really do.
Okay, I'm looking at this game, and I'm just saying to myself, I did a prediction. I'm just trying to find it so I don't get it incorrect. Gunnar Souls, you go ahead. Gunnar Souls, you there?
I'm completely honest. I don't really care. I'm sleeping. I'll just give it to. I'll give it to Tunisia, innit? Wait. Who did everyone vote for? I'll go the opposite.
I'm going Tunisia 1-0, by the way. I'm going Tunisia 1-0. I'm going 1-0 to Tunisia. Let everyone in the chat let me know what you guys are going. People saying Tunisia will destroy Australia.
No, that's not happening.
Tomorrow.
No, most of the players playing in some
Poland, Saudi Arabia. Yes, sir. Take it away.
Poland and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia are going crazy. The Saudis are going. They're taking the absolute piss, bro. I'm telling you, every video I watched, I just started to die. They're just hilarious. Saudi Arabia, they have a decent manager. They play very They're a very tactical side. They played organized. I was actually um really impressed with them against Argentina. Poland are dead, guys. Poland are so bad. They are so bad. Like I watched the Mexico Poland game and they were horrendous. Like they got up the opportunity of a lifetime. Lewandowski in front from the 6 yards out. I understand it's against the legendary Memo Ochoa. I understand that this is what this guy does, but still, Robert Lewandowski, guy who broke Gerd Miller's goal scoring record in the Bundesliga, the guy that's like
You got to remember, Lewandowski, big moments don't go together.
exactly. But that being said, even so, you still expected him to score a penalty, guys. But so yeah, if Lewandowski can score a penalty, bro, what chance does opponent have to score a goal in this whole entire World Cup campaign? So I see Saudi Arabia. I don't want to get too carried away. Um, Let's. That being said, I think I might go with I don't know. 1-0 Saudi Arabia. 1-0.
I'm going with the exact same score line. By the way, have you guys seen where's Messi? Where is Messi? That's what you're talking about, right? Bro, you guys seen that? Where's Messi? Oh my God. When I seen this video, I swear to God, I started crying. I'll play it for you guys quickly.
They're taking the piss, bro.
These guys are legends. This guy especially, the guy with the glasses.
Yeah.
Where is Messi? Where is Messi? I have one question. Ask all the 88,000. Where is Messi? Okay. That guy at the end made it. That guy at the end made it. He's like, yeah, Messi sleep. He sleep. Anyways, let's talk about Saudi Arabia, Poland quickly. Everyone score predictions. I'm going 1-0 Saudi Arabia. What are you guys saying?
Doing it for the Islamic nations, brothers. Saudi Arabia once again will prevail. Yeah, the Prince of Saudi is in the stands. When he is in the stands, they are not allowed to lose. Because they're never going to return home. They're not allowed to see anyone. They're going to be locked in dungeons if they do lose. So,
no. They're all getting Rolls Royces.
If they win, that's only if they win. They get a Rolls Royce. They get the luxury treatment. If they lose, yalla.
It says each player will get a Rolls Royce for beating Argentina in the World Cup.
Stun.
Yo, can I? Yeah, I'm part of that team. I'm gonna forge my way into this team. I'm gonna.
Let me show you. The man said Saudi Arabia players will get a Rolls Royce each for beating Argentina in the World Cup. That's mad.
Bro, it's some micros for them, though, isn't it?
That's just ridiculous, bro.
Shit, bro. Just...
Where's Messi? Anyways, let's.
Yeah, I'll say I'm gonna go 2-0. 2-0 Saudi Arabia.
Let's go to you now, Gunnar Souls. Talk to us. Messi versus Mexico. Mexico versus Argentina. Mexico historically are a thorn in big country sides. They did it to Germany. They've done it to other teams before. Can they do it to Argentina? Could we see Argentina with 1 point or potentially 0 points going into the final game?
But imagine 0 points. Imagine.
Listen,
then we had to have the uncomfortable talk about Messi. Uncomfortable.
No, you know what it
Where's
is.
Messi?
Where's Messi? Of course, there's there's big conversations to be had. Of course, there's a question about a certain GOAT. Of course, not really performing to the standards he's meant to be performing to. But this is what happens.
Ronaldo?
Listen, yeah, don't bring that brother's name into the name of Messi. That's disrespectful. Yeah.
Hey, is this beef between
Listen, we're talking about real football here. We're talking about the real men. Yeah, we don't bring none of this Cristiano Ronaldo.
One guy won.
No, Ronaldo wants Arsenal to win the league. He wants Arsenal to win the league.
Well, he can want us to win the league. Even there's players who are dead born want us to win the league. That's despite the point. But no, but look, there's a huge question mark on Argentina. Coming into the World Cup with the most form, I think it was like 36 games unbeaten. This is the prime of Argentina, like the golden team of Argentina. You've got a lot of certain fan bases overrating this certain centre back who played and made a mistake to lead to the Saudi Arabia goal. Lisandro Martinez should have actually played, in my opinion. He's the more fit player. He's the one who's had more minutes. This man has arrested again for the World Cup. Didn't play for 4 weeks, and he thought he was going to rock up to the World Cup and he's just going to defend against Saudis. Come on now. Yeah, the manager needs to have a bit of a brain and play players who have actually got warm legs and come off a somewhat of a good campaign at the moment. So I hope to see Lisandro Martinez come in. I hope to see Enzo Fernandez play tomorrow. But the rest of the team, you know what? I felt like there were parts of it, like Di Maria always performs, in my opinion. And I swear to God, if this brother, right now, yeah, I'm going to say he's overrated. If this Lisandro Martinez cannot stay on side, I swear to God, yeah, he's the same category as I Show Speed right now. Man is a non-professional footballer if you don't know how to stay on side. How many times do you want to be offside? The man was offside 10 yards, 15 yards. The guy needs to be on side here. Otherwise, I've got problems because that's another Higuain. People keep saying we scapegoat, players for Lionel Messi, but come on now, like you can't be offside like 5-6 times and then expect to be praised so highly when you're a professional footballer. Like I Show Speed doesn't know. That's cool in it because the man comes from a basketball, American football background. This guy apparently got raised to play football and doesn't know what offside is. Come on. So that's something, yeah, that's a criticism to him in the first game. But then again, you praise the Saudi highline. But when you look at Mexico, they look underwhelming. I know there's moments, magic in terms of Ochoa saving a penalty, that football heritage. But Chucky Lozano didn't do anything. And I expected more from him against Poland. Didn't really look to be himself. Even when you look at the likes of Guardado, Hector Herrera, they didn't do what I expected them to do in terms of bossing that midfield and bringing more to the table. So I feel like the opportunity is there. And I feel, Argentina should be far more superior to, Mexico. I know Mexico have an upset in them, but this has got to be a riled up, angry, wanting vengeance. That sort of when Man City lose, you hate to be the next team. This is what we need to see from Argentina. You don't want to be the next team that, when they lose, you don't want to be that next team. They need to have that hunger in them. They've got to be sharp. And I'm hoping because it's 7:00 and it's a little bit cooler, that maybe that helps them. So yeah, I'm hoping for they need a statement. So I'll even put it to the statement prediction as well. 3-0.
I'm going 2-1. I think it's gonna be tight. I think Mexico are gonna be good defensively, resolute, and they're gonna score. Argentina are bad defensively. Lisandro Martinez needs to play. Like I don't know why he wasn't starting last game. It makes no sense. I think Man United fan here made a great point. Late games are the best. You know what? That's not actually accurate. The late games are not always the best. But in this case,
they have been.
No.
The early ones are rubbish.
Think about it. Today, obviously,
England USA was a good game.
All the games were shit today, right?
No, England USA was good.
Okay,
So what?
look at it this way: the 4:00 game, Portugal Ghana was the best game. The early game,
France Australia, like French football was wicked.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna go through some of the days. Let's go through some of these days. Which days were these? By the way, this is my predictions, so don't look at the scores; they're not accurate. So obviously, the first day, the England game was the best game, and it was quite early. Then the second day, the Argentina game was the best game, and it was early.
Yeah.
Then you go, Germany was the 1:00 game. Then you go here, and it was a late game. So there was only
But are you doing it because it's like a moments thing where like the Saudi game? Yeah, it was good, but what was the late kickoff in that one again? The
France Australia.
Yeah, but that was a game as well.
The Brazil game was great.
The Brazil game was brilliant.
Belgium Canada was good. Brazil, yeah, they leave the primetime games for the primetime slot, but at the end of the day, That's the reason. The reason why people are saying the late games are good. They do it intentionally. They make the late games the prime time games so everyone can watch it. But the early
Yeah,
games sometimes are the 1 o'clock games and 4 o'clock games have been the most
unless
entertaining
you're
for
me,
me.
I just get paid to watch these games, so it's all good.
You get paid to watch them?
Yeah, my job is just make sure the TVs work and have the games on. That's literally all I've been doing.
Oh, that's
Really,
sick.
I've been chilling. I've just been chilling all week. Just been watching football.
That's amazing. What do you
Inshallah.
regard a good game and a bad game? I regard a good game shock value. These are my criteria for a good game. A game that has a high scoring game, one. A game that has a shock or a major upset, two. Or three. A game that gives you a major talking point that's beyond just a scoreline.
Mm. Well, Legal, you got to remember that a lot of people watch highlights these days. And when you think about like the England game, it was a good game, you're right, Gunnar, but a highlight wise, you don't really want to watch nil-nil match of the day.
Yeah,
You
but
know them ones.
I'll be completely honest here. You can't have a conversation if all you do is watch highlights. I'm not disrespecting them. Get it?
Bro,
People
match
have
of
a
the
life.
day, you watch every game on match of the day live. You obviously watch most of it on highlights, you know
No,
what I'm
but then I
saying?
won't comment on it. I won't comment on it then. I'm not a
See.
highlight person. I don't. The thing is, I respect it. Yeah, you have an opinion, but I don't take your opinion wholeheartedly because, like you said, like if you watch the highlight for the USA England game, you'd be like, "Oh, what a dead game, tactically crap."
Innit?
But in reality, you look at it. If you watch the full 90 minutes, there's moments you miss. Like for example, if you watch the Netherlands highlight, you won't see how good Frankie De Jong was because they won't really show those moments because it's integral football. It's the nuances really that you look at. So
Mm.
that's why I say 90 minutes are more important to watch to judge a game than highlights. Highlights are going to be okay. If you look at highlights, it's whatever the best scoreline is going to be the best game.
Okay. Just to be fair, quickly,
True.
Argentina. I said 2-1. What about you, my guy? I know Gunnar Soul said 3 now. So would you say OG?
Right, Mexico's got an Argentinian manager. That's mad, isn't it? But I think they're
No.
gonna, yeah, it's crazy. I was like, they're gonna pull off. They're gonna pull it off, man. They're a team. They're gonna pull off a 0-0 or 1-1 result. It's gonna be a draw, but it's gonna feel like a win to Mexico.
Okay. And then what about you, yes sir? You still there?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I'm still here. Sorry, guys.
Score
Um,
score prediction.
ah, guys, let's cut the nonsense. Let's cut the BS. Argentina needs to win this game, and they need to win this game convincingly. Let's be real here, guys. Like, and that's what's gonna happen. I think this is gonna be a battering because I've seen Mexico. This is not the Mexico team of old. Especially back in like where was it 2014 when they almost got went to penalties against the Dutch.
Mm.
When Robin quote unquote died. Like that was a decent Mexico team. This Mexico team is terrible. So, I felt bad for Raul Jimenez, man. That guy's career has went in a different direction because he was decent. He was potentially people were calling him to go to a bigger club, and he's just not been that guy since his injury, that massive injury that he had where he was out the whole entire year, and because he cracked his skull, and so Mexico cannot score. Herman Lozano is not that guy, and they just can't score. Um, and they don't want score. So for me, I'm gonna go high on this. I'm gonna go 5-0.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
you
I
do
think,
you do you do know their striker likes to be offside. They don't them goals don't count.
Five.
I'd agree
but
with 5-0 if that guy knew what
Is this
offside
thing
is.
on? Did
but
he say five?
yeah, but
Yeah.
Gunnar Saul, here's the thing.
Do
Here's
you
the
mean
thing.
do you mean 5 offside goals? Because I agree
But
wholeheartedly. I
but
agree.
Gunnar Saul, here's the thing. Saudi Arabia are very organized and very disciplined. They're gonna actually hold the line. Do
Yeah.
you think the Mexican team will be that organized and will hold the line? They won't.
All
They
right.
No,
won't,
no.
So
guys.
But for
So
people's context here, I
let's
am
let's
bantering a bit as well. Don't
let's
like.
move on. Let's move on to the final game. 79% favorites over Denmark, surprisingly. Almost 80%. France
Whoa.
versus Denmark. I'm not gonna lie to you. Denmark and France have faced off over the last couple times, and France has been defeated by Denmark. This Denmark team somehow in the last couple times they played each other has done the unthinkable. Can they do it again? I don't think so. I think things change. You're going to see this France team this time step up and defeat. You're going to see them defeat Denmark. It's going to be a situation where you're going to have Giroud doing his thing, and he's going to cause them a lot of problems. Even though they have their tall center backs, he's going to cause them a lot of issues. You're going to have those fast wingers with Mbappe and Dembele on both wing. It's an absolute nightmare. And in behind Griezmann, I think I just think it's going to be too much for them. The last time they played, by the way, just to let you guys know, the last time they played a different type of setup. It was Griezmann. It was Griezmann in behind Giroud and Mbappe, and they played a
Mhm.
four. They played a 3-4-3. That's not the way they're going to be playing. They're going to be playing a four at the back this game, and I think that's to the better of and to the detriment for Denmark. But yeah, Denmark, I don't see them. I don't see them getting anything from this game. I do respect them because they've been able to do it in the past, but they've been able to do it against a much weaker side. That midfield last time when they played them was Chouameni and Camavinga. They played a five at the back or three at the back, whichever way you want to call it, and they didn't have Hugo Lloris in goal. So I just think this France team is going to be a lot more attacking, a lot more precise, and this is the World Cup. It's not a Nations League group stage game. So yeah, that's my take. I'm going for a 2-1 France win. What do you guys got to say?
All I'm gonna say, yeah, I hope the world now starts to respect Ousmane Dembele. That's all I'm asking for. Because I remember when this brother didn't sign his contract and no one wanted him.
We
Yeah,
wanted
so
him.
many-
Chelsea
no,
wanted
Chelsea.
him.
I'll
Can I-
admit it. Only Chelsea, fans and myself, outside of Chelsea, actually were like, yeah, let's
Bro,
take that.
Can I tell
No,
you
no, no.
something?
I will tell you, the Arsenal
need
fan
you to
base were
stop. I
against
need
it,
you to
bro.
stop for
No,
a
no, no, no,
second.
no, no.
I
I
need you to
will
stop for a
show you,
second.
bro.
I need you to stop for 1 second and
Yeah.
acknowledge that Ousmane Dembele this season was how it was touted as 1 second. 1 second. This season, a lot of people have seen him play and him being healthy and say that he's gone back to the level of being one of the top right wingers in world
He
football.
was always doing this. This is the problem.
No, it's not about always. The thing is, when I see somebody doing the Peter Griffin on their knee every single day, I need to see them playing. And when he's now playing, you can now credit
This
him.
is the problem. This is what I've been saying to people, and I kept saying it. His injuries are nothing but a problem of Ronald Koeman. Ronald Koeman kept rushing him back against the medical advice as well. So when people sat and said that, oh, he's not disciplined, he's not this, he's not that. No, it's because he was getting rushed back and he wasn't being managed properly. Now you see him being managed properly, and look at the player he's become. And no, my point is, on a free, people didn't want him, and now look at him. Now the world is rejoicing. Yeah, Ousmane.
By
like,
the
all
way,
I'm saying-
Arsenal wanted him. He didn't want Arsenal.
I don't care, bro. Like, my point is, Arsenal fans didn't want him either. So the point
Fuck
is,
the
it goes
fans
both ways.
for a
No.
second.
What do you mean, fuck
If
the
the
fans?
club,
The fans don't
1
want him. Why
second,
is he gonna come?
1 second. The fans don't want a lot of players. The club still signed Ben White. They still signed Ramsdale. My point
No.
is,
But even with those players, there was still a good section of the fan base that wanted them.
no, but my point is, he didn't want to come to Arsenal. You're twerking for
Yeah,
a
but he
guy
doesn't want
that
to
didn't
come
want
to
to
a
come
club
to a
that the
club.
fans don't want him. Of course, he's not gonna come.
He didn't want to come to a club.
No, but he wanted to
don't-
stay at
No,
Barcelona.
he didn't
But
want to come to
my-
Chelsea either, man.
My point, no.
He didn't
My
want to
point is,
leave.
no. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't care what the clubs want. What I'm saying is, when the fans are rejecting you, that like it's free Ousmane Dembele. People are like, no. What I'm saying to people is this: you need to respect the player more, because this guy is a baller. The thing is, whether you
He earned
actually
everyone's
want-
respect back this season.
you should have always had it. Why did the
No,
why disrespect him?
you don't deserve it. You earn it on merit.
This is where I know who watches Barcelona, who don't. I know there's many people who don't. That's all I'm saying here, because Dembele has
Okay.
always done this. Every time he's fit, the man scores every single time for us. He scored again. Remember when he came back from injury? I think OG will know. He played against Chelsea in his first game
Yep.
back, and what did he do? He scored.
Scored.
Right? Banging. Like, he's always done this. The problem is people are selective what they want to pick and choose as a good player. Now, yeah, you're going to see. All I'm saying is people are now going to start overhyping this player, because they're going to be, oh my God, and I was like, he's always done this. This is Ousmane Dembele. He's always been like this. And all I'm saying is, from all the players in France, he's been the most disrespected, in my opinion. And all I want is for his flowers to be
Is he
given.
world class?
Not yet.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, what?
All
I'll
that
say
and
this.
he's not world class.
Look, I am the harshest person. You ask me many players, bring names up, and I will tell you truthfully, I am the hardest person. Yeah, you ever. If I call you world class,
Smith
there
Rowe.
is no
You know what?
questioning.
I like Gunnar Solskjaer because he sticks by his opinion. But bro, I'll tell you this right now: a lot of people rate Usman Dembele when he's playing. When he's not playing, he's a forgotten player. That's the reality.
And you know one thing though, I'll say this, and I love Osman Dembele. I've always loved Osman Dembele, but the problem is he sometimes in your career you need to have a bit of a luck, and he's been unlucky. That's just the honest truth. Like if you actually deep it, the amount of injuries this guy has had, you're like, oh my god, it's insane. Like there was a moment in time where there's a thought that came to my mind. I was like, bro, just retire this point. Football's not for you because he was getting injured. No, because he was always getting injured. Like he will play, he won't even play for a month, and he'll get injured, and you're like, what the f is going on? What's
No,
going
do you know
on?
why that happens? I'll tell you. Because what would happen is they'll say, let's say, estimate, right? He'll return in 2 months. Guess what happens? He's returned in 3 weeks. All right. How does it go from 2 months to 3 weeks? Like, I can understand, okay, he's returned a week early. I'll be like, yeah, cool. No, a week early is okay. But a whole month early. Now, come on, now he's being rushed back because they're desperate to play him. And then when they do, rather than, what with players who have had like a long-term injury or a muscle injury, you'll bring them back and you'll play them like 30 minutes and then you'll play them for, you build up their match endurance. Guess what Ronald Koeman does? Goes and plays them for 90 minutes on a straight
Yeah.
3 games a week.
1 second.
Well, you hate Koeman.
1 second, guys. Big up to my guy here in the chat, Jabril Hashi.
Big up, bro.
Big up to you. Haha, Dumbele is always good on good contract, and he will never.
No, I mean, for me, this is more for me. I have a personal like. He's one of my favorite players. Like I've always liked Dembele.
Guys,
So,
there's another injury guy we need to talk about. Neymar, we haven't even touched on. But give me your score predictions for the France game quickly. Everyone's just picking Denmark to lose.
Yeah, unanimously.
see, Gunnar Sol, I did not want to talk about Dembele this much. I wanted to actually talk about, in my opinion, an Arsenal legend. That's Olivier Giroud. That's the guy I wanted to talk about and how he's disrespected. That the
He's
guy.
not an Arsenal legend. He's a freaking prick. He cost us a league title. He can go shove it. I
He's
understand.
a Chelsea legend now, mate.
Bro, now people disrespect Olivier Giroud way too much. The guy's a baller. The guy is a baller, man.
Olivier Giroud single-handedly cost us trophies. He also cost.
He won the FA Cup with you guys, though. He won trophies with you.
1 second. Yes, he did win some trophies, but the lead trophy he cost us. Olivier Giroud, don't forget, this is a guy who was playing at Arsenal when he was young, and he was missing and he was having stinkers. He was going months without scoring a goal. 18 plus games, no goal, and you're a striker where you have Ozo, you have Sanchez, you have Santi. The man has creators out the wazoo, and he couldn't finish his dinner. I don't care what anyone tells me.
You're right. He's not an Arsenal legend.
I don't care what anybody tells me about Olivier
He's not an
Giroud and
Arsenal
his
legend. Come on,
longevity.
that's a bit.
I don't
He
care
won
what
Champions League at Chelsea, bro.
1 second.
But that goal.
I don't. 1 second. I don't care what anybody tells me about Olivier Giroud. He can never do it as the main striker. He always needs to be the second or third option.
But that being said, no, I'll say this.
That's wrong.
For Arsenal,
That's not wrong. He can never do it as the main goal scorer.
Okay, but he was a main striker for France when they won the World Cup.
Guess what? He wasn't the main goal scorer. Listen to what I said.
Who cares? He was still the main striker.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
Okay, so you got to listen. So if we sit here now, yeah, and let's just hypothetically in this conversation say we win the league, are you now going to start disrespecting Jesus because he's not the main goal scorer? No. It's the same concept. He was the main reason they won the league.
Bro,
but now you're going to spin it. Watch how he spins this now. Like,
listen,
let's go.
This is not about Jesus, okay?
No,
but I'm saying there's a comparison. I'm making a direct comparison.
This was a time in which we were reliant on an individual striker's goals more than the rest of the team. Santi did chip in here and there. Also did chip in here and there. Sanchez did chip in here and there. But it was directly due to Olivier Giroud's missed chances and continuous fluffing of his lines
But
when he was given chance after chance. You go half a season without scoring a goal as your number 9, and you expect me to sit here and
What
say
I'm saying,
No,
he's
but
the most underrated player.
when you say he's never done it as a main striker, that's incorrect because he has done it as a main striker.
At AC Milan now.
No, at France. In the French national team.
Even at France when he was the main striker, even at France when he was the main striker, he was not the main goal scorer. Griezmann was.
Who cares? Who's talking about being the
No,
main goal
but
scorer? He's still the
here's
main
the thing, though.
striker.
My
But
point
he's
is
the
not
main
about
striker
my
still.
point is not about him being the number 9. My point about him is being the main goal scorer. He can't do it as the main goal scorer.
But
He can't
I
do
agree,
it.
he's not that type.
You're
He's not.
disrespecting him right now,
He's not a
guy.
high volume goal scorer.
He can't do
but-
it. He can't do it as the 1A. He can't do it even as the 1B.
But he makes his teammates better. One thing I'll say, he makes his teammates better.
This is why I find it so like football fans to be hypocritical. Because when I brought the Jesus conversation into it, he's not our main goal scorer. He's not meant to be, but he's meant to be the creative striker. That's what his role has become.
Jesus is not supposed to be our 1A.
But that's what
Jesus is not our guy to score all the goals. That's the reality.
Yeah, but the same concept can be given to, like, when you say the main striker, you're saying the main striker. Oliver Giroud for France was the main striker.
Listen, Jesus is not a problem until it is a problem. When it comes to Giroud,
no, but what I'm saying is like your logic is flawed.
How is Giroud a problem?
No, your logic is flawed because what you're doing is you're saying but you're saying Oliver Giroud for France when he won the World Cup wasn't the main striker. He was. He might not have been the main.
I never said he wasn't the main striker. I said he wasn't the main.
Okay. So when you said he couldn't do it as the main striker, you've just said he
as the main outlet, as the main goal scorer, not the main striker, goal scorer.
No, but I'm not talking about goals wouldn't have happened if it wasn't.
I'm not talking about a position. I'm not talking about a position. I'm speaking about the actual output.
But what if he's not the output guy in the team? What if his tactical strength are not to be the goal scorer?
Then that means he has better players around him. At Arsenal, he didn't have those better players around him, and he needed to be the one that stepped up, and he couldn't do it.
No, but Arsenal, he had, okay, I agree with you. He had Alexis Sanchez, but you guys relied way too much on Sanchez to score goals for you guys. Like, who was the other player other than
because
Sanchez?
Because of Giroud not finishing his goddamn dinner.
No, but then, like, I'll agree with you. He's not a high volume goal scorer. But one thing that Giroud does, and this is undeniable, is he makes everyone around him better. He makes you so much better. That's the thing. Like, he enhances the other players' footballing abilities. Like, bro, like, there was a goal that Arsenal scored. One of the greatest goals in the Premier League era history. Like, that goal will go down. Up to today, I don't even think prime Barcelona could score that goal. And that flick to the Wilshere goal. Bro, that was unbelievable, bro. That was unbelievable.
He scored the same goal like Chelsea as well.
One second. That's all meaningless because of stuff like this. This statistic,
you guys, man.
This statistic makes it 10 times worse.
But then, like I said, you can apply the same logic to Jesus right now. He's on a goal drive.
I don't care about Jesus right now. I'm not talking
about. That's the problem. Your logic is so flawed because when you apply the same concept. But when you apply the same concept to another player, you're missing
the point. You're missing the point. Gabriel Jesus at this moment in time has other teammates who are also picking up the.
So then why don't you criticize those other players that Giroud had for not stepping up?
Gabriel Jesus will also bear the same criticism if we're in a situation where we can win the league, which we currently are, and his goal drought continues, and it costs us.
That's not going to happen. We know 100% that's not going to happen. Not this season, anyway. I can tell you for a fact you won't do it. Okay. I can guarantee you because he's already got a similar goal drought. By the way, he's already 6 games without a goal.
It was also in the manner of his misses. It was not a situation where
you can say Jesus had a big opportunity he's missed. This is the problem. Like when the reason why I've brought Jesus and not another striker.
1 second. Understand, you're comparing a striker who came to Arsenal this season to a guy who, when we were playing, we had a seasonable opportunity.
But who's the better player? But his season, though, Olivier Giroud wasn't a Premier League player prior to coming to Arsenal. Jesus has played in the league
You know
for the
what?
league winners.
Who's the
He
better
knows the
player
league.
between Jesus and Olivier Giroud? Depends. What time?
Boy, listen, guys. I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Gal, listen. I'll talk to you later. But send me a list exactly in terms of the shirts, the names, like from your most wanted to your least wanted. Send me at least 5 in it. I'm gonna get a few tomorrow. But you guys, I'm out, man. As I said, I love Giroud. He done us justice, so I'm not gonna say nothing bad on his name. But yeah, man, respect on all the players, bro. And peace out, you guys, man.
You have a good one. You have a good one, bro.
See you, man.
Big up, man. Yeah, man. Bun Giroud. Let's talk about Neymar. What are we saying, guys? Neymar's injury. Can they win it without him?
They look better without him. I can't lie.
They can win it though.
Yeah.
They can win
They
it.
look all right. They didn't look bad at all.
Yeah, they can win it without bro. Listen, I don't understand Arsenal fans, bro. Martinelli plays for Brazil. You're telling me Martinelli can't do anything for Brazil? Come on, man. Like Brazil has talent, and this is the thing. Like this one thing I do like about Brazil, and this one thing the same thing I dislike about Argentina. I feel like sometimes Argentina, if Messi doesn't do anything, and when the going gets tough, they don't do anything. With Brazil, I feel like it's the opposite. Like Brazil, I feel like they're in a situation now where like Neymar, go rest up, man. You don't have to play the last game. You don't even have to play in the round of 16. We will take care of business, and that actually takes so much pressure out of Neymar as well, because they have players that could come off the bench. They have Rodrigo, they have Martinelli, they have Anthony, they have they've got bare men. Yeah,
Jesus is gonna play in the 10. That's what's gonna happen.
bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Imagine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You know what, guys? I think we're just gonna keep this part short. When it comes to Neymar's injury, he's gonna miss this game versus Switzerland. He potentially could miss the rest of the group stages, but as long as he's there for the knockout rounds, it's all good.
100%.
I mean, it's an impact injury, so it's not that deep. It's just a of a bruise. So I don't think it'd be. It's a muscle injury that you're really concerned about, but with these impact ones, they take a week or so and you're back.
It's his ankle, right? Is this a sprained ankle?
Yeah, like a
It's
bruise,
swollen.
like it's a knock in it. It's
swollen.
nothing.
It's swollen.
Yeah, it's a minor. It's nothing.
But
You
you
know
know
what?
you can play on it as well if you
Yeah.
put like pain
Oh, no,
injections and stuff.
I think they should just rest him up in case it does get worse. But it's one of those ones. Like I said, it's a few weeks and you'll be back. So yeah, like you said,
Listen,
group stages.
it's his last World Cup. He's gonna win it. So just make sure you rest up because you're gonna need him. You're gonna need him in the big stages. But yeah, guys, this has been the Roundup show. It's been a long one. Hopefully tomorrow we don't have to do such a long one because we've covered a lot of stuff today. But yeah, you guys have yourselves a good one. I'll catch you guys on the flip side and peace.